In board examinations, sometimes they may ask students what is Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. So this way students you have to represent the answer. Phthalimide, here students pH will be the silence, we call as phthalimide. Phthalimide is reacted with alcoholic KOH to form potassium phthalimide. So students, we have phthalimide is reacted with alcoholic KOH, it will give you salt of potassium phthalimide. For further, this potassium phthalimide is treated with ethyl iodide. The product will be N-ethyl phthalimide. N-ethyl phthalimide, that is hydrolyzed with aqueous NaOH. When it is hydrolyzed with aqueous NaOH, and it is forming ethyl amine. Formation of this ethyl amine from phthalimide is called as Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. This was discovered by Gabriel scientist, and by using phthalimide, that is why it is the name is of this reaction. This synthesis is called as Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. We are going to synthesize ethyl amine. Okay students, that is primary amines we are preparing students. Only the alkyl amine we are preparing. We cannot prepare the aryl amines. That is why this name is very famous students, Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. Now what happens students in Gabriel phthalimide synthesis? So students, it is required in 3 processes. The first process students, we have to use phthalimide. So this is the phthalimide students, benzene ring connected to amide. Now this phthalimide is reacted with alcoholic KOH. So what happens students? This hydrogen now combines with OH of this KOH, and they will remove the water molecules, and this K now it will join with this nitrogen. So in second process there is a formation of salt students. Now it is going to combine with potassium salt. Potassium is always positive, so it will be negative students. So here you are getting students salt. Now what happens students? This salt now again combines with, we are going to combine with alkyl halide, any alkyl halide. If you are taking any alkyl halide, so what happens students? This is negative charge. Now it will combine with positive charge of potassium, and it will remove the potassium halide as like this. Now what happens students? This alkyl will now it is joined, and it will give you N-alkyl phthalimide. So students, this alkyl is now in contact with this nitrogen, and it will give you N-alkyl. This alkyl is attached to this nitrogen, so we call as N-alkyl phthalimide. Now what happens students to this N-alkyl phthalimide? If you add aqueous NaOH, so 2 molecular aqueous NaOH now combines with this N-alkyl phthalimide, and it will give you, so this part of NaOH now combines with, this bond will break students. Now this part will combine, and it will give you salt, sodium salt of phthalimide. This hydrogen, 2 hydrogen now combines with this alkyl, and it will give you alkyl amine. This is very important. That is primary amines students. This synthesis of primary amines, only the primary amines containing alkyl group we can form. That is why this reaction is very important. So this way students, we have prepared the primary amines from phthalimide. The preparation of these primary amines, and this is sodium salt students. Again you are getting salt. So but we have synthesized the primary amines. The formation of synthesis of these primary amines, only the alkyl amine we can prepare. This is only the alkyl amines we have prepared students. So only alkyl amines we can prepare from this method. That is why this method is very famous. And that is why it is called as Gabriel phthalimide synthesis students. So this way students, we can prepare primary amines. So it is totally dependent on this alkyl halide. If you take the ethyl halide, you will get ethyl amine. If you are taking methyl halide, so you are getting methyl amine. Understanding students? So this way students, this is very important students. Your first reactant is phthalimide, and second reactant totally depends upon the alkyl halide. Which alkyl halide you are taking, same amount of alkyl for primary amines you will get. Example students, when it is going to react with alcoholic KOH. So what happens students? This OH of this KOH now combines with hydrogen of this phthalimide and removes the water molecules. Now what happens students? This K is positive charge. Now it will combine with this, and it is forming, this is first reaction, and this is second. There is a formation of salt, potassium salt students. Now what happens students? This is the salt, potassium salt of phthalimide students. Now what happens students, again students you have to add C2H5 sodium iodide. What happens students, this potassium combines with this iodine and it will remove as a Ki. Now this ethyl, now it is combined with this nitrogen in third reaction students. There is a formation of N-ethyl phthalimide. This is N-ethyl. Here students, instead of alkyl we have written C2H5. N-ethyl phthalimide. Now what happens students, you have to add aqueous NaOH. Aqueous NaOH. So here students, two molecules of aqueous NaOH. Now these two will combine sodium iodide oxide and it will form the salt. Here this bond will break students. Okay students, this is carbon and this is hydrogen. So what happens students, it will form the sodium salt of phthalimide, sodium phthalate. This is sodium phthalate students. And what happens students, this hydrogen now combines with ethyl and nitrogen and it will form C2H5 will be as it is, and there is a formation of ethylamine. This is ethylamine. This is also a first degree amines. So this way students, we have prepared the primary amines using phthalimide and ethyl iodide. We have got ethylamine students. So only the alkyl amine we can prepare from this method students. That is why this reaction is very important. In examination sometimes they may ask, what is Gabriel phthalimide? Prepare ethylamine with the help of the Gabriel phthalimide reaction. So this way students, you have to start the answer.